One day, little to Elon Musk's knowledge, a hidden security camera captured a remarkable moment. It was during an exclusive gathering, hosted at one of the most prestigious and futuristic venues of the year. The setting was breathtaking, its sleek architectural lines illuminated by soft, ambient lighting that lent an air of sophistication and mystery. The event was invitation only, and the guest list was a tightly guarded secret, featuring some of the world's most influential tech leaders, innovators, and investors. Conversations buzzed with ideas that could shape industries and redefine the future. In the center of it all was Elon Musk, the man whose ambitions and achievements had redefined entire sectors, from electric vehicles and space exploration to artificial intelligence and renewable energy. He stood at ease, speaking with a group of executives who hung on his every word. Charismatic yet focused, Musk effortlessly commanded attention, embodying the forward-thinking spirit of the event. What Elon didn't know was that a small security camera, inconspicuously tucked near a decorative plant, was quietly recording the scene. Its purpose was purely for security, but its angle afforded it a clear view of the room, capturing the interactions of the event's luminaries. Then, something unusual happened. The quiet hum of conversation was interrupted as a young woman entered the room. She stood out immediately, not because she sought attention, but because her appearance was so out of place. Dressed in a crisp flight attendant's uniform, she was a stark contrast to the sea of tailored suits and designer evening gowns. Her name tag caught the light as she scanned the room, exuding a mix of professionalism and nervous determination. A ripple of murmurs spread through the crowd. Who was she? Why was she here? Guests exchanged curious glances, speculating about her presence. Some assumed she was part of the crew from a private jet that had brought one of the high-profile attendees. Others wondered if she was lost or had wandered in by mistake. The young woman, seemingly oblivious to the murmurs, paused briefly at the entrance before setting her sights on Elon Musk. Clutching a tablet close to her chest, she hesitated for a moment, taking a deep breath. Then, with purposeful steps, she began making her way toward him. The sound of her heels clicking against the polished floor drew more attention as the crowd watched her approach. Elon noticed her before she arrived. Known for his sharp observational skills, he caught her determined yet slightly nervous energy. Turning to face her, he offered a polite, curious smile. "Good evening," he said warmly, breaking off his prior conversation. The young woman stopped a few feet away, adjusting her grip on the tablet. "Good evening, Mr. Musk," she replied, her voice steady despite the tension in the air. She introduced herself, explaining that she was indeed a flight attendant but wasn't there by accident. Over the past few years, she had been quietly working on an ambitious project during her downtime, a groundbreaking in-flight education and connectivity platform. Her idea was to provide affordable, high-quality educational tools for passengers, particularly those from underserved communities. The platform aimed to transform air travel into an opportunity for learning and enrichment, making flights more productive for families and children. She explained that her presence at the event was the result of a leap of faith. A chance encounter with a passenger weeks earlier had led to an unexpected invitation, and she had seen this as her one opportunity to present her idea to someone who could help bring it to life. In a room filled with industry titans, she had chosen to approach Elon Musk, believing his reputation for bold ideas aligned with her vision. Elon listened intently, his expression shifting from polite interest to genuine engagement. "What inspired you to take this step?" he asked, his tone both encouraging and curious. The young woman's nerves began to fade as she recounted her journey. She spoke passionately about the countless hours she had spent researching and developing her idea, often in the small windows of time between flights. Her pitch was rehearsed, yet her sincerity shone through, reflecting the depth of her belief in her project. By now, the surrounding conversations had quieted as more attendees turned their attention to the exchange. In a room filled with accomplished professionals, it was rare to see someone so unassuming command Elon Musk's focus. Elon, rather than dismissing her, began asking probing questions. How was her platform different from existing solutions? How would it scale? What challenges had she faced, and what were her plans for addressing them? The questions were sharp yet supportive, and with each response, the young woman grew more confident. "This is interesting," Elon finally said. "Why don't we find a quieter spot to talk?" He guided her away from the crowd to a more private corner of the venue, where they could continue their discussion without interruption. Meanwhile, the whispers among the guests reached a crescendo. Speculations ranged from guesses about potential collaborations to far-fetched rumors, but Elon and the young woman remained focused on their conversation. In the quieter setting, she delved deeper into the details of her project. She explained the technical hurdles she had overcome and the remaining challenges she faced. The biggest obstacle, she admitted, was securing funding and building connections with the right people to move beyond the prototype stage. Elon nodded thoughtfully. "You've done impressive work," he said after a pause. "But there's still a long way to go." He reached for his phone, quickly drafting an email and pulling up contacts he thought could help her. Then, scribbling a figure on a notepad, he slid it across the table. "Consider this a grant," he said with a small smile. "Use it to take the next step." The young woman's eyes widened in disbelief. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she stammered, "I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to," Elon replied, waving off her thanks. "Just make it count. Great ideas can come from anywhere, even 35,000 feet in the air." Weeks later, a snippet of the security footage from that night found its way online, sparking widespread speculation. The video showed Elon and the young woman in deep conversation, later moving to a private corner of the room. Headlines ran wild, with theories ranging from groundbreaking collaborations to baseless gossip. The young woman decided to set the record straight. In a heartfelt social media post, she recounted the night, highlighting Elon's kindness and support. She described how she had nervously approached him with her idea and how he had encouraged her with thoughtful advice and a generous grant. "Elon didn't have to listen to me," she wrote. "But he did. He saw potential in my project and gave me the push I needed to keep going." Elon responded with his characteristic humor. "Didn't realize mentorship was a spectator sport," he tweeted. "But yes, it matters. The real credit goes to her vision and hard work." The narrative quickly shifted. What had started as gossip evolved into a powerful story about the importance of mentorship. Elon's actions inspired other leaders in the tech industry to share their own experiences of supporting newcomers. Over the years, the young woman's platform grew into a revolutionary success, transforming in-flight education and connectivity. At every stage, she credited Elon's early support for helping her dream take flight. Her story became a symbol of hope for aspiring innovators, proving that even the smallest act of encouragement can create ripples of change, inspiring others to believe in the power of bold ideas and perseverance.